Right, this is a red maple. I've had it in my collection for well over 10 years. Through the winter, it was obviously in a draft somewhere. It probably didn't get enough water, but this used to be a 2-trunk bonsai. This live vein here, or it's now dead, this used to be quite a weak vein. It had a lot of damage in its early life here, which was before I bought it. The height of it used to be about there, so over the winter that's died off, so I'm going to have to cut that off and do something about that. And then it's just going to be a little tidy up, trim off all the other dead pieces, all the little dead stubs, cut back the longer internodes, and just a general tidy up really. So I'll just give you a quick 360 so you can get an idea of what it looks like. So first thing I'm going to do is cut off the dead stump. So I'm going to use one of these pull saws for it. It's a nice sharp Japanese pull saw. So it cuts on the pull, so every time it comes towards you it cuts. Let me just take it off of the turntable for a moment. As you can see from all the sawdust that's coming out, you can see it's totally dead. It's brown, dark brown sawdust. There we go. Let's just tidy that last bit up. There we go. Lovely. So I'll count those rings later when I get time and see how old that is. But you can, like I say, I've had it in my collection for well over 10 years. It must be at least a 50-year-old tree, I would think. So let's get it back on there. So let's have a quick look at it, see what it looks like. Now that it's minus its limb. Just going to see what would make the best front for the tree. Considering that the tree should normally lean towards the viewer, that is going to be my preferred front. So let me just put a stake in there. So we've got a nice root there. Yeah, I think I'll leave it as a leaning style. Doesn't want to go over any. Right, we'll just leave it like that for now. Just thinking about the actual where the branch placements are. Yeah, okay. So that's the new viewing angle from there. So I've got a nice side branch. May get rid of that top part there, not sure yet. But I'm going to just trim some of the branches down. Those two branches there are very parallel to each other. There's not a lot I can do about those unless I get rid of one completely. That would be the one to take out because it's going to shade this and this branch here. This one's going to be in the correct place for a back branch. So that could be the one to come off, that lower one. I've got a couple of branches coming from the same point there, so one of those could come off. Yeah, I think the one pointing straight out to me would be the one to take off. That will stop any inverse taper. Let me just pause for a moment. Right, sorry about that. Just a helicopter went over, so just pause the video for a bit. Right, so let's have a look again. Right, first thing I'm going to do is take off any obviously dead things that I can see, and then we'll just see where we're going from there. Anything that's not going to be for the overall design of the tree can come off. That's a branch that's unfortunately died right back. So there's that one there. That's got a bit of life on the end, but now it's too long. We'll look at that in a minute. It's a nice spring day today in England. The sap is rising on the trees at the moment, so they're all starting to come into life from their dormancy over the winter. So some trees are more advanced than others at the moment. It's been a bit of a stop-start spring so far. We've had a couple of warmer days, but mostly quite chilly. By now, normally all of my larches are out in full leaf, but most of those are still just budding out. So it's a bit of a late start in my area of the country. That obviously helps with getting things done. If everything's a couple of weeks later than it should be, then obviously you've got a couple of extra weeks to get things done. Let's get rid of that one. That one. Right, that one needs the side cutters. Just to trim that off, that's it, lovely. Take those knobs off as well. Right, so all these ones that I'm taking off at the moment, these are all prunings from last year where I left about 1/4 of an inch for dieback. And obviously it helps to leave them on during the winter as well, because that can protect some of the buds that are near them. Frost gets them first. Right. Let's get in there. One up there that I missed. Right, that'll do for now. So I need to think of the overall design that it's going to be now. Right, so if you follow the trunk up, this branch here, where it splits and comes across the front of the tree, it's masking that branch there, which is the one I thought I might take off. So if I take that one off, that's going to give me a nice space there for this back branch to grow into. This can continue growing the way it's going and not cross over there. This will make a nice back branch as well. It's going to be a nice side branch. That one's okay. Right, so, and then deciding on this one here. I'm not sure about taking that off at the moment. It's got a very long straight piece there. I could take this one here could come back to there. Decisions. Right, okay. Let's get my larger cutters. Right, so first one. Okay, I made the decision. That one's coming off. There we go. Right, so now that one's out of the way, that lets me see what sort of position that one takes up. I'm going to take it back to there for now. Well, actually, we take that off as well, so that's that one. That one's going under, so we take that one off. Just take that off for the moment, and that's going up. Just take that off. Right, well at the moment that's got a nice angle all the way to the top, so I might leave that like that for today and come back and visit it another day and see whether I take that off in future, but I might just let this grow for a little bit and see what we do there. Right, so turning attention to the other side, that one is crossing over in front of everything, so let's take that off. This one can come out from there, shorten that one, shorten that one. Let's have another look. Yep, that one can come off as well. These ones are drooping down far too much. There. This one's going back in towards the tree. See what we do with that. I might wire that one. That one looks like it's dead. Right, just double check that angle. It's looking okay. I think we'll wire that one and bring that one down a bit. That should be enough. Let's take the gloves off. Alright, so that should be enough for that, so we'll wrap it around that main trunk, like so. Just miss that bud. Look at that. Yep, I'm happy with that for the moment. Take that one off completely. Right, let's have a look at the top. Right, so we've got a long straight node there, thick, too thick for the top of the tree. So I'm going to cut it off there. I've got a bud back there, I'm going to allow that to die back, so as soon as that one takes over, we'll trim that back. That one can come off as well. This one looks quite strong compared to the rest of the tree. So let's nip that off there for the moment. I might come back to this point. We'll see what develops there. Right, back to the front. Right, those ones that are going, that one there can come off. Oh, hang on, no. If I take the long one off, I can wire that one down. It's got better ramification. It's got smaller internodes. So we'll take his big brother off. That can be wired down. Right, let's check it from the front again. So if I wire that down, that one that's going up can come off. Right, let me get some black balsam, because as I said, it's the sap's rising and the tree's starting to weep, so let's get some wound sealant on those as quick as we can. Okay, just a little bit on that one. Right, okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Swig of coffee. Lovely. Right, bring it back to the front. Let's have a little look, see what we can see. I think that one, you could bring that one down. That one's a bit too stiff to move. Balsam, just some a couple of extras. Okay. Bring that off. Right, let's have a little think. Right, I think that one is too strong for the apex. bring it round to the front again so you can see what I'm looking at. Right. That one looks a little bit strong now. Let's see what else. Right. Just bring that down with a little bit of wire. Bring that to there. And what you can do is take those off. Right, so just wire that one out. There we go. Right. Right. So I'm just thinking about this one here now. Let's whether we leave it sticking up. And try and bring it down. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wire this one back a little bit and bring this one into the space, and we'll see how that looks. So that should do it, hopefully. So let's just wire that one first. This one. take that one off. Fraction more wire. There we go, that's that. That's better, that gives you a nice back branch. Right, let's just put a little bit more sealant on. There. Right, let's have a look at it again from the front. Let's get down low with the tree. Right, I'm just looking at the apex. This doesn't look right to me. If I take that one off, I'm going to lose that smaller branch. This one certainly looks better, and if I take the top off, that'll be the new leader. That can come off of there as well. Do I lose the whole of that branch? Just take it back. Let's take it back to there. Oh, looks good. Hit myself in the face. No, it still doesn't look right. Okay. Take that off completely. Let's get some wound sealant on there. Right, I think that will be enough of the styling for that one. What I want to see is when it puts its first flush out, see what it actually looks like. There's a couple of little bits, little stubs there that I've missed. Right, let's have one more look. Yep, it's not too bad. What I might do later on in the season, I don't like this here as the leader. There is this small one coming out from the back, which I'm going to allow to grow, and then with a bit of luck, I'll be able to knob that off. We'll have a nice thinner leader going up there. Yep, I think that's going to be all for today on that. I'll just tidy up all of this, get rid of all the weeds. You don't want to watch me doing that. You've seen that done on many videos before. But what I will do once I've done that, I'll just have a look at the roots, check those over, make sure they're okay, check it for vine weevil. I've never suffered with vine weevil before, but this spring I've just found a couple in a couple of the pots, so I'm gonna have to make sure I haven't got an infestation of them and treat for vine weevil. But each one I do, I just take them out of the pot and have a quick look at the roots, make sure the roots are looking nice and healthy, and then if there's anything wrong with them, obviously treat them, put them in isolation, keep them away from the rest of the trees. Right, so I hope you like that one. That was a twin trunk Desojo maple. It's now a single trunk, so it needs a bit of development. What I will do is keep the top pruned quite heavily. I'm going to let this branch grow as much as it wants this year. I'm going to think about this one, whether I take this one off. I'll see what happens when the canopy fills out. If I feel it's being shaded, if this one's going to start shading it out, or it's going to be, it still looks like it's in the wrong position, and I'll get rid of it. We'll see how it goes. I'd wish I could get a little bit more movement in that one, but it's set solid now, so I'm going to have to live with that for now. If we get some back budding in around there, that can always come off in a later date, in years to come. But that's all I'm going to do with this one for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.